Hello and welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to week 3. Week 3 is an amazing week, and I'm sure you will enjoy it. Those of you that are here will get a chance to have a hands-on practice. You will be screen sharing. So if you're here, make sure that you're ready to screen share from Zoom so that you can try out some of the features and see how it works in real time. So I'm really glad that you're here. A little bit about me. What's relevant here is, I guess, the fact that I've been using Moodle since 2003 and that I have had my own Moodle since 2006. And it's been very, very rewarding. And I recommend it to everyone to get a Moodle site hosted and to start Moodling. Also want to remind you that the course is about exploring the various tools. And the exploration is like a camera placed on your forehead. So think of it as showing everybody what you see. So there's no previous planning. You don't plan the videos. You simply show us what you see. No perfection is involved. So we're not artists. We're just exploring and showing what we see. So keep that in mind as you work. This is how you'll know about your progress, and pay attention to that, because everything has to be baby blue with the green and the tick inside it. Some of the activities are view, which means that you only view and you get it ticked off, and some are do. If you've done the activity and it has not been graded, please use the support form and remind me, because I may have missed it. So what's ahead in week 3? In week 3, we will be focusing on grades and reports as the managers of a Moodle site. And managers have administration rights. Almost like administrators, but less rights. So you will have completed working on your courses. So you'll be working as the manager of the site, as well as on your courses, on the activities, resources, blocks, your course completion, digital badges, and you'll be creating certificates for your courses, the courses that you created on blended online learning. You'll also create video tutorials of your work as you do it. So as soon as you go into the administration area, you turn on the screen sharing tool and start showing us what you see. You'll be exploring the grades in the site administration as well as the reports. You will be creating a new report for the site and a new schedule of the course report. You will also be adding the resources into your course, and these are the actual activities. They're all clickable, and I've gone through it before, but remember, it's not about perfection. It's about focusing and doing the task. Just to show you what it looks like, and you will be doing this. If you're here, you'll get a chance to do it and try it out with me. Notice this is the admin where you see general users. We've gone through the general. You've gone through users. You've gone through the courses. And now you're going through the grades and the reports. There's not much in the plugin, so we're going to bypass that. In the reports, this is what you will see. You will see AI reports and report builder. Under reports, you will see comments, backups, and you will be backing up your courses, or one course at least that you've created, question instances, event monitoring rules, Events could be Zoom events, but they could also be activities that are timed by dates. AI policy acceptance, AI usage, which you won't see because there aren't any usages unless you use the AI in your courses, and then custom reports. And this is what you will do. You will create a new report, a custom report. By going into that, I'm just sharing the screen. And you'll also go into courses report by going into the editor. Finally, you will go into the courses report and generate a new schedule for the courses. Just going to go over the video tutorials that you were able to use, and I hope you're able to use either Canva or Wondershare. If you could add in the chat, what are you using, Canva or Wondershare Demo Creator? Okay, which one are you using? You can also unmute yourself and tell me. I think you have the right to unmute. It would be wonderful to also hear your voice. Okay, so we've got, oh, you're using ScreenPal. ScreenPal is very nice too. I don't know if you have a free version or the paid version. The free version is limited in time, I believe, to 10 or 15 minutes, but it has writing tools, annotations, which was, oh, you have a pro, which is amazing. Yeah, I also have a pro, but I don't use it. I use another tool. But you might want to try Wondershare and maybe Canva as well. These are two videos here, but whatever you're using, that's fine. There's ScreenPal, you can use any of these. And try to embed. I know most of you are embedding. It's really important for our students that they can view everything in the course and not have to go elsewhere, into the internet, into their browser, and into another site. So using Generico, this is a way to use it with Google Drive. It's also recommended, as I said before, to use Google Drive videos, to upload your videos to Google Drive and use that, because YouTube deletes anything that has an email. Even if it's one email and it's your email, it'll delete the whole video without any kind of excuses. You won't be able to change their minds, and they'll only make you feel bad because their messages call people who add emails by mistake bullies, and that they're exposing other people's emails, and that's not ethical. So that's how it's done automatically. So this is a video. I'm not going to play it right now, but it's in the course on how to upload to Google Drive. It doesn't only have to be a video, it could be an audio file as well, or a PDF or any other file. So publishing on Google Drive is your best bet, as I've said before. I'm just going over this. There's something new now. There was a problem with the theme, which was Move, and they fixed it. Now navigation is a lot easier because the breadcrumbs are back the way they were in Moodle 4.5. I also want to ask you not to add activity reminders or quiz timing, because everybody gets email notifications. It's not a good idea unless you want this for a university course. Generally, it's not done. And don't set Moodle to send reminders. If you add dates and time to your activities, Moodle sends reminders to everyone who's on your course. So if we join your courses, we are going to get reminders. So it's a good idea not to set that up. and ask questions. Questions are very, very important. So here we are in our course. I am going to go into home and our course. I'm going to go in and you can see how, oh, I'm in already as the participant. Okay, so let's go into week 3. So I wanted to show you what's changed here with the breadcrumbs. I know you've taken courses with me, so you're familiar with how things go. These things did not appear because there was a bug in the theme, but now they appear. So if I'm here in week 3, I can go back to the course here. I don't have to go to the left and use that, or I don't have to use the top. So let me go. It just makes navigation a lot easier. And also, if you go into your profile, you will see your image on the left where you couldn't see it before. So now it's there. You can check that. So in week 3, let me scroll down and show you. There's the presentation that we're using, and this is the first tutorial. If I go into the first tutorial, notice you can go back by going here. You don't have to go into the form and click there. You simply go here to the breadcrumbs, and then you can go into week 3 and into the main course using the breadcrumbs over here. Can you see that, Lucia?
Yes.
Yeah, it'll make it easier the way it used to be. It's back. Okay, so if you managed until now, that's fine. So this is what you do here. You will create a video tutorial to explore the grades and everything under it. That's the first step. So let's do that now. We're going to go into this, and I'm in as a manager. So I'm going to go into site administration, click on that, and then I'm going to go into grades. Under grades, notice these are the features here, general settings. You can go into all of these. There aren't any changes unless you want to. Grade category, there's nothing here. I don't usually touch any of this because it's perfect. So we're not going to look at that. But you'll just walk us through. If you want to go back, you click on the grades. So if I go here and I want to go back, it's not very intuitive. I need to click on the grades to go back. Okay, you probably got that. So the grades is perfect, as I said. The plugins, there's no plugins here, only question types. So managers cannot install plugins, only administrators, and that's for the next course, okay, on administrators, and that's for next year, I guess. But you can go into reports. So most of your work will be in reports. So here you're only going to show, let me go back here, you're only going to show what's under the grades, and then you're going to create a digital badge. Okay, and I'll show you how that works. You could probably use Canva or any other way, that's up to you. In order to create a badge for your course, you need to go into your course. So I think I have a course here. Let me go back here. I do have a course, but under another name. Okay, so this is my course. And I need to add a badge. Now you can't add a badge unless, well, you can add the badge, but it's not going to be very effective. If you go into badges, you can add a new badge. But after you give it a name and a description, you need to add a badge, okay? You will need to, it won't let me unless I supply a value here. I need to add a badge. So if I go into this, let's see what happens here. And I go into, I'm just going to go around this. I'm going to go into recent. Oh, there are no files. Nobody added anything here. I'll go into Wikipedia. Let me add, I'll write the word badge. Let's see what it comes up with. Oh, look, lots of badges here. Which one do you like, Lucia? I like the elephant. Which one do you
Yeah,
like?
I like the elephant.
The elephant, right? Okay, so let's add the elephant. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so we've got a badge. Okay, and then create a badge. Next, we're going to go, oh, lovely. We're going to go into the criteria. You see the criteria is open here. And then we're going to choose, notice here, I need to have activities. And there are no activities. So I must have activities with completion conditions, or I cannot do this. So let me go into the course, which is ND, and then turn editing on. I need to add, do you have something in your course, Lucia?
Not yet,
All right.
unfortunately.
So I'm going to add here. Okay, I'll do it. So you'll have to add something. I'm going to add a forum. That's easier. And then I'll add a title. The title will be intro. Okay, I'll just call it intro. Description, I'll leave it out for now. Availability, I'm not going to do that. But for attachment, please make it uploads are not allowed. And the reason is that we don't want to upload and download students' work. Plus, it takes a lot of memory and slows down the course. So we don't want anyone to upload content. They share everything from the browser. All right. And next, notice there are two options here, whole grade. I usually use ratings. So I need to give a grade. I use maximum. Can you hear me? Let me know if I need to slow down. And then I need to add grade to pass. And then I must have completion conditions or I cannot use a badge. So I need to add requirements and then receive a grade, passing grade. And my passing grades are always, but I didn't add the rating. I did add the rating. Okay, so, okay, passing grade. I think there's something wrong here. Oh, no, it worked. Okay, everything's fine. So now I have something. Okay, so let me go back into the badges. And let's go into the course ND and the badges. Now that I have something, it should be more than one thing. Now I'm going to go back into the three dots and edit. Going to go into the criteria. Under criteria, I will choose activity completion. And now I have something. Okay, that's how it works. It's connected. So now I will add intro, no dates. And then I always add to do everything, all of the selected, because what's the point of giving badges if students don't do anything, right? We don't want to give free badges. And then, by the way, everything's connected to the certificate as well. And now we enable this, so we have a badge. I love the elephant. Okay, we'll have to give it a name because the elephant is too beautiful just to have a T beside it. And then now we're going to go into the course. Now that we have the badges, we'll be able to award them. Next, we're going to go into more and course completion. Under course completion, we are going to add all the activities. Right now, there's only one. Okay, we'll have a list of them here, and then we'll save the changes. And this is important for the certificate. We will give a certificate based on the course completion. Does this make sense? Activities go with completion conditions and the badges, and the courses go, the certificate goes with the course completion here. So let's go back into the course and see what else. So we've got the badge. Course completion we have. Is it clear, these two things here? We did the grades. We just go through it very quickly. And now the certificate. We're going to add a certificate, right? And you'll add a certificate. So this is that. And that's part 1 of week 3. Any questions? Yes, Lucia, please unmute yourself and speak.
Thank you. Yes. Are badges awarded automatically when you
Yes.
complete the activities.
Exactly.
Okay.
No, that's the certificate. Yeah, you complete each, it depends how many activities you want. In this case, they'll get a badge just for introducing themselves, right?
So when conditions are met, the
Yes,
badge is awarded
automatically.
automatically.
And that's wonderful. It saves so much
Yeah,
time.
it is.
And you get email notifications automatically, right? Every time you got a badge, you got an email.
Yeah,
Congratulations. Yeah.
I noticed that. Yes.
I don't send them.
Oh, great.
It's not me. I just set up the badges the way you're going to set it up, and I set up the course completion the way you're going to set it up this week, and then everything works automatically. Okay, now we're going to go into part 2. That's part 1 of, we're going to go into site administration and the reports. Okay, now the reports here, you need to create a video showing the reports. Okay, so you go into the reports and you'll be showing this. The next activity is to create a new report video and then to create a new schedule. 3 activities here. Okay, so let's go into here, right into our site administration. Oh, I didn't show you certificates. Sorry about that. Let me show you how to create a certificate. Okay. A certificate is an activity. So you go into the plus. Let me know if I'm going too fast or stop, Nelly, hold on slowly. Okay. You go into the plus activity and then you go into the certificate. Now there are a few certificates. If I can't find them, I just write under search, certificate. Oh, it's got me, certificate. Okay. There are 3 kinds. Do not use the course certificate, custom or simple. Simple is not simple. I need to give you a code, but custom is easy. Okay, so let's click on the custom. We'll give it a name. What are we going to call it? Intro. They'll get a certificate for introducing themselves. Okay, because we only have one activity. And then what I do is notice the options here. Email students, yes, right? Email teachers, yes. I want to know when a student got a certificate. That's how I know. And then we can write here in the description, certificate for introducing yourself. And then allow anyone to verify, yes, because these certificates can be verified by organizations. They have a baked code that's only available on Moodle. Okay, so this is important. Required minutes, I don't usually add that. Now here, protection. If you're not sure what it means, you go into the question mark. Choose the actions you wish to prevent users from performing on the certificate. Do you want them to print the certificate? Yes. Do you want them to modify the certificate? No. Do you want them to copy the certificate? No, because it's not going to have the original code. Print is okay. And then force certificate language. Do you want it in English or do you want it in another language? And there are many languages. Do you want it in English or another language? Okay. If you don't force it, they will have whatever language they want. So use their preferences. Usually for this, I add their preferences, whatever they want. Or you can put it in English if you want it in English. And then this is not important, restrict access. This is very, very important. You don't want them to get the certificate for doing nothing. So you add a restriction. Okay, is it okay so far?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Okay. In the restrictions, notice activity completion, no. Course completed, yes. And maybe date, maybe grade, but that's it. I don't usually use grade because my courses are not for that. But you can, or for date. Sometimes I put the date and course completed, but usually just the course completed. And then notice it's not enough. I need to go into the must, which is ridiculous. Must have, and then you add this, yes, must have the course completed. I mean, why would I add this? I don't understand this, but this is what they want you to do. And then conditions, you don't need conditions. I don't care. They don't have to mark it. And save and display. The reason you save and display is because you're going to edit the certificate, not the settings, edit. In the edit, you're going to keep it like this. No, I think it's the other way around. I think it's 297 by 210. I think, yeah, it's like that. So you have to change it. Now I'm going to add an element. I'm going to start with a background. Okay, so go into element, and I'm going to add an image. So let me choose one from my computer. Let's resume. Now you can see it, right? So this is the certificate that I uploaded. Now notice here it says no image. Okay, it says no image. Leave it like that. Now I'm going to save and continue. Now you see no image, right? Now you're going to open this up, and this is the one that I added. See, it says admin of a. Do you see that? You have to do this, otherwise it's not going to show. Let me show you. If I go into save changes, okay, and I want to reposition it, I want to see it, I will not see an image. I will not see a certificate, okay? Let me go back. I'm going to go into this image now. Okay, and I have to go where it says no image. I have to add this image. Now I can go into save changes, and then I'm going to go into reposition. Now it's here, voila. But I don't have a name. I want to add a name. So I'm going to go save this because it's okay. Going to save and close it. And now I'm going to go into add an element. And the element is going, notice how many elements there are. We are looking for student name. Do you see that? It could also be, no, it has to be student. Student user is also okay. Student name, do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, click on that. And then I'm going to add element. And now I'll have two elements. But what I usually do, 12 is too small. So I add 30 is a good size. Times Roman I like, but you can choose any one that you like. I like bold. I'm going to choose bold. Now the color could be black. It could be pink. What color would you like?
Mm. Deep blue.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay, deep blue. Notice it changed, but it's still deep blue. So deep blue, that's the number. Next, I'm going to save changes. And now I'm going to the reposition. So now I have a background image, my certificate, and student name. Going to go into reposition because notice where the name is. I'm going to see what I'm doing. I'm hitting on it there, and I'm going to position it here.
Uh-huh.
This is how I do my certificates, Lucia. That's how I do them. Next,
Okay.
I'm going to save and close. Okay, I've got everything I need. Now, this is very important. Remember to save changes. Okay, or it's not going to. Now, do you want to see it? Now that I saved it, I can save changes and preview. And here it is, my name. Now, if you go there, you will see your name. And it's very nice with the blue. I like that. That's a very
Yeah.
good, yes, came out nice. Better than black. I like it. Yeah, that's a good choice. Okay, and everybody, when they go there, will see their name. And that's how they get it, they'll get notifications. So let's go back into the course. And now we have a certificate intro, and it's restricted. So they will have to first do the intro activity. let's find it here. Let's add the activities block so I can see it. There's the forum. They will first need to add their intro, then they will be able to finish the course and get their certificate. It's all automatic. Okay, so that's the certificate. The next one is the reports in the site administration. We go into reports. Click on reports. And that's what we will see. You will showcase what you see here, and then you will create your own. So there are comments here, no comments, nobody added comments. Backups, nobody backed up, and there's no automatic backing, but you will be able to see if you back up your course, you should be able to see it there. In order to back up a course, let me show you. Let's go into my course so I can show you. Have you backed up courses before, Lucia? I think you have. Maybe you don't remember.
I can't remember. I remember
That's okay.
downloading the content of a course anyway.
Okay, so let's go into my, well, it's not my, it's my course, but under another user. I'm going to go into more. Under more, I'm going to go into the very bottom where it says it's not intuitive. Course reuse. Under course reuse, you will see backup. Now you have to know this, but if you don't know if you want to know how to back up, you go into ChatGPT, you'll say to Chat, I'm in a course on Moodle 5 and I want to back up my course. Where do I find the backup? And then it'll tell you. So you don't have to worry if you forget. Today there's ChatGPT, it'll remind us of anything. And then you go into backup. If you don't know how to back up, you ask it too. How do I back up? What do I do? And this is how you back up. You don't do anything. You go into jump to final. It's backing up. It takes 2 seconds. If it's a big site, it might take longer. I'm on Zoom, so it's taking longer because of the screen sharing. That usually takes time. And they're 100. You go into continue. And let's see if it's there. Let's go into the site. And then you restore the course. There's the backup. You can download it to your computer, or you can restore it in another course if you want to duplicate the course. All right, so now we're going to go back into the site administration, and we're going to go into reports, and we're looking for backups. Oh, it's not here. Oh, I thought it would be here. Okay, it's not here. So they only have automatic backups, and I turned that off. Maybe I don't want to turn it on. Yes.
Maybe it takes time.
No, I don't think so. But maybe you can check later. Okay. You can check. I think that it's only automatic, but maybe you're right. Okay, now we're going to go back into reports and question instances. You can check that. Not much you can do here. You can get reports if you want to know if there are any questions here. But if you're looking for maybe Poodle, if you do one of these, you'll be able to get a report. Let's check essay. Maybe there's a report. No report because nobody did an essay. But this is how you can get reports of other students' work. Okay, I created something that doesn't have questions, so it will not appear here. But all of these, if you create a question using any of these, using quizzes, for example, the report will be here. How do you go back to reports? You click on report, and then you go into event monitoring tools. And notice here, you can disable this. There's one here that I created. You can disable it and it won't appear. You can enable it, and I think it's good to have. You can add a new rule. You can edit this. You can copy it or add a new rule. Okay, you can choose an area to monitor. These are all the activities that you can monitor as the manager. Remember, you're a manager, so you're doing everything for the whole site. We can maybe monitor let's see, a forum. We have something in a forum. Choose the event. Here are some of the events, discussion. I don't think I have anything here, but maybe post created. Somebody created a post, and then maybe I can find it. I'm not sure. Let's save and see. I need to give it a name. So I think I called it intro. Okay, so let's try that and see. See, not much has been done here. So there it is, intro. Okay, so it's here. I can monitor this discussion. Let's go back into reports. And now this is AI reports, AI acceptance. There's nothing here. AI usage, nobody used it, so it's not here. Let's go back to reports and report builder. Under report builder, you will see custom. This I added today. You will be adding a new report. You give it a name, and then you choose what do you want. Badges. We created badges, didn't we? So maybe badges, save, and give it a name. Let's write badge. Save. And this is what we get, the reports on the badges. And I see there's nothing here. Nobody got a badge. But if they get a badge, the report will appear. But there are other reports here too from previous years. I see other courses that were created. So how do we go back from here? Notice you could also go into audience, all users, save changes. Okay, all site users, schedules. You can add a new schedule. You will add a new schedule. And here you can give it a name, test. So these are ways of setting up reports. Moodle has an amazing system of tracking students and what they do. So this is very, very useful if you have a Moodle site, or if you're working for someone, or if you're the manager of your school Moodle site. This would be very, very helpful for you. You can get information and provide teachers with this information, because teachers cannot get this information, only the managers who have an overview of the whole site. And that's it. Any questions? You'll be able to ask questions as you go, of course. So even if you don't have a question now and you have questions, and I hope you'll have lots of questions. Questions only come when we actually do something, when we try things out.
May I ask a question now?
Always, yes, of
Okay,
course.
so I'm not sure what reports are for, because I'm not sure we have this in our school system.
You do, but as a teacher, you don't see it.
Ah,
It's only for managers of a Moodle site. If you get access as a manager, if you're a school administrator, whoever is the administrator of the Moodle gives you, the way I gave you, admin manager rights of the whole site, only then will you be able to see this, and you'll be able to get all of the data of the students' work.
so whatever is done on the site can
Yes,
be the object of a report. Is that
exactly.
so?
Yes. The
Okay.
reports, let me go back here into the reports. Okay, let's go back here into the site. I did add, I think I added the new, okay. When we go back here into the reports under site, you see, it's not reports under the course. Under courses, teachers can get reports of their course. Okay, they can get, this is site, sorry. Let me go into my course. I don't have a course. I have a course under another identity, this one. Okay, so under courses, I have reports. Or actually, I took out the report. Teachers can get reports unless the administrator takes them out. I took the reports out. So the only way teachers can get reports about their students is sometimes through the grades. Okay, but here they can't. So actually, teachers do not get reports here. But as the admin, they have reports about the courses, but they need to build the reports.
Mhm.
It's not on them. But administrators have more rights, and the reports are automatic. So there are different levels. There's a hierarchy. There's the students, and then teachers who have editing rights, teachers who don't have editing rights, managers of courses, and then managers of the whole site, and then administrators of the whole Moodle site. It is a site, after all, with courses.
Okay, thanks.
But if you have other questions, ask me. And if I don't answer your questions, ask ChatGPT or ask both of us and see which answer you like best. But if you want me to check the answers to make sure they're correct, because sometimes ChatGPT doesn't give correct, accurate information, you have to keep asking and making sure that it's using Moodle 5 and that it understands what your role is. So you can check with me as well to make sure that it's correct.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for joining this session, and see you during the week. Bye-bye.